Welcome back to Factorio, building the Hyperbase. Okay, so we finished, I'm not actually sure where we were at the end of last episode. We finished all these satellites. I've done a bit of work to fill out the building of this area that amounts to our batteries for yellow science. I've built out this piece of, the iron that we need in the batteries, because if you recall, batteries need, where are they? There. They need iron and copper. So here's where the iron's coming from, and I've added in another one up here which I've built out for copper. We haven't actually put the rails all the way up to copper, but we will. The coal has been built out for the top part of plastic. We need to build out the bottom, but only when we really want to ramp up production. I have oil hooked up, and we are by the iron part wanting to start the process. So actually, whoops, I might just get out, and in fact, let's clear these stones there. Not serving any use. It's not that I really want a collection of stones, but let's just get them out of the way. This actually is one of the best patches of stones that I've seen. So when we get to doing purple science, which is not that far off, I might be questioning the wisdom of building all of this stuff directly over it, but until then, never mind. Now, what I think I'm going to do is, this is where the iron is. I think I'm going to weave the track down to here, because you need to go through here. And while that seems like a great idea, I have the stop on the wrong side to weave it through there, unless I move it out this way. You know what? Let me just see what it would take. It's basically from this line here, or from just in front of it. Thanks, autosave. I'm going to have to turn down your frequency if you keep this up. So, it would basically be that length. I probably need an 820 train to test my theory on, but if that works, what we could do is basically whoopsies, went too far. Do that, and then get rid of that, come out here. We will be crossing over the actual provision of batteries, but that would be okay. It would come through there. I want to check that I've got this right before I go on and make any more, so I think I'm going to grab a couple of locomotives. Hopefully I have room. Let's fire on up and see. Maybe on the way up we can place a little bit of extra rail to make it a little bit more worthwhile. No, that's not the one. since I have so much on me, I mean, I may as well use some up in a useful way. Yeah, this is actually designed for 2 trains at least. We probably don't actually need all the signals and so on that I'm putting on this. Yeah, okay. For now, that might do. So, let's go and get some trains. Let's jump out first though. I just wanted to have a bit more space. That seemed like a perfectly reasonable way to get there. To get to the point of having more space, that is. So yeah, let's get a 820 train. Let's get 2 of them. In fact, don't start filling me up on that. So I want 16 locomotives and 40 wagons. Again, we seem to be doing that quite often. There we go. Just gives the train something to do, I guess. Who would have thought we'd be up to mining productivity 56 at the slow rate we are doing it. Right. And wagons. Okay, we obviously need fuel for that as well, but before we fuel it up, let's place this one as well. And I mean, this is a perfect case in point of part of the factory that's going to get changed as soon as this gets high enough. We won't use bot mining, we will do direct onto the wagoned mining, which is why having 1.2 million underneath that is rather good, because we'll probably never get through that. Alright, I need fuel, at least for one of these guys. We're going to be coming back here, so what I might do is my usual drop absolutely everything in favour of picking up some fuel. And speaking of fuel, we do have quite a few trains now that are not fueled, and in fact to complete the 320 launches I had to refuel one of our iron trains from one of these stacks somewhere, probably this one. Otherwise we would still be waiting for it to finish. That will probably do. In fact, it's quite likely an oversupply. Here we are. But I haven't worked out the fuel strategy yet, so probably when we're building next to oil, we should actually develop some form of rocket fuel. We still need a decent delivery system. The go. I barely used, well, I used just over half, I guess. So we did get too much, clearly. But there's probably other trains around here that can use it. Top one, maybe. Probably not getting refueled. Doesn't take that much though. Whoops. Why? Thanks. Never mind. So for now, let's swap all that over. Throw that in there. Jump on here. There are no trains going through this middle one, so it should be safe. Just to, well, it is safe anyway. Now, what's the stop currently called? Eric Flower. It won't be for long. But it will change its name on the train anyway, so all I wanted to do that for was to check the positioning of the inserters, and it's adequate. We could go forward, but we don't need to, so that's fine. Right, so the next one is down here. What's the betting? Clip straight through that tree. High. Very high. Is that where we need to be, or one more? Manual mode. So the idea will be the train just stops sort of 10 seconds or so at each one of these, goes back, fills up, takes its time, has a bit of a tea party, you know, the usual sort of stuff, and then comes back here. This one called Daniel Johns. Let's see if we can pull into Daniel Johns once we make a curve over here. Speed demon, you're gone. Daniel. Now we can check that. Yes, I managed to line it up slightly better that time. That's fine. And then of course what we want to do is come back up and join here, I guess. Now, the only reason that we really need signals is so that copper and iron can run through this thing at the same time, and we will want that. Where exactly did I have the iron train come out? Sorry, the copper train. Over here. Well, I don't want the start to be any lower than where it goes in, because, you know, that will just look better. So that's the first thing we have to do, and that's actually down here, down here though. So that's, no, it's not. It's up here. Get the right one. So we will need you going across there. You can go in there. So this is incoming. Let's make sure we have it signaled correctly. Whoops, that's not going to work the way I want it to. Probably that's not either. Be alright. There we go. Get rid of the rock. I don't like that. There. So the return should be coming off this one. One more. And probably not that I really need the power poles. We could even remove them, but we'll see how we go. I think one of these was a nice corner piece. There we go. Saves me worrying about it. And so that fills in the entry of the copper into the same area. So we just need to fill out the copper at the top. Which one side of this might almost just be best served going straight up. We're still a little bit short. so we are slightly far out. That's okay. What I will do is place that one. And we will eliminate those bits, and this one. And just go in like so. Then this one here ceases to be necessary, although I guess I probably could have used it for instead of, you know, like this, I could have just wrapped that one round and made use of it, but I guess I chose not to. Saves me having to pull the trees out. It's kind of my way of identifying that this is not the usual coming back to base that I deal with, I guess. Instead something slightly more unusual. Looks like we only just have enough rail anyway. So there you have it. Locomotives up there. I think that is definitely the next order of the day. 2 more 820s. So that we have a copper plate train going to the batteries, as well as the ore to feed it. Which means we need 16 of you and 40 of you. Excellent. This is the area. Let's get fast legs back on. Okay, first of all, the copper plate train. And your wagons. And of course the ore train. And your wagons. There we go. Now for the meantime we need to get bots into this area, and fuel of course. Get those out of there. I guess what we'll do, I basically need 480 fuel. Which is 1, 1, 2, 3. More than that, basically. It's more than that. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's enough. So if we get that full, we have enough fuel. Run over here until we get to our fueling, which is just up here. There we go. We're all fueled up. And back. Too far. Okay. Still have too much fuel, but it's not as bad as it was before. So about 50 fuel too many, and the plane can take some of that. So now we need bots. Do we have bots down here? No, we do not. Okay, we need bots, which basically means to well, actually there's no point doing that. I'm not going to be able to fit enough bots. Or just have to hope we can build them fast enough. So we'll grab all the bots that we can take. $2,400. We've got the lot. Whatever that collection was delivering me, I don't want it. I think I want 500 bots in here, so that's 350, 450, 500. Which means I've got 700 for here, if I'm going to be fair. 350, 700, and now let's pop down to the iron. I don't think 700's enough, so we'll probably want to boost it up, but at least it will get us started. Let's do 500 here as well. 350, 455. That should leave 700 for over here. 350. And another 350, so there you go. That should get the bots working. Now, we need to give these trains instructions on what to do. Is that the rest of my stuff? What did I have in the... I didn't drop one in the end, did I? That's right. Okay, so this one is iron smelt, quite possibly 8 now. Let's just have a look at our options. Iron smelt 8, yes. So that's what it will be. Iron smelt 8. This one can be big iron 8. I don't know if the using the B is actually working for me, so I wonder how long I will retain that, but never mind. And this can be iron 8 pickup. iron 8 pickup. Okay, so iron 8 pickup, you go to yellow YS for yellow science, iron 1 drop. Yellow science, not iron. How about iron copper 1 drop. Yes. Okay, and you're the 4th drop. The 3rd drop. And the 2nd drop. And so the train here is big iron 8 until inventory full, and then iron smelt 8 until inventory empty, and off you go. And the train down here is iron 8 pickup till inventory full. This one inactivity for 2 seconds, or time passed 15 seconds. Then same deal, inactivity 2 seconds, or time passed 15. Add 3 drop, inactivity 2 seconds, or time passed 15. And add 4 drop, inactivity 2 seconds, or time passed 15 seconds. And you know what, I might do full cargo inventory and time passed of 200, because I don't want it travelling all the time. It's just going to burn through fuel and waste UPS. So that is that train now. Let's copy those instructions up here, except it's not iron 8 pickup, it is I don't know yet, it's not Keisha. Copper something. Big copper 8 smelt. And big copper 8. Copper 8. Big copper 8 smelt. 8 pickup. And copper 8 pickup. Oh, mixing the names up again until inventory full, and time passed. Oh, big copper 8 until inventory full, and then big copper 8 smelt until inventory empty. Lots spreading out. I've only just started those, so that could take a while. What's happening down here? You are at 80k. Oh, it's got to wait for the full 200 seconds. Presumably these have no product yet. Here we go. It's not going to start making anything yet though. Oh, there is something I have forgotten to do. And this could be problematic. These things need to be blocked off in terms of what they can do. Let me... I can probably just dash up here. Oops. There we go. That's what I need. I need to do that to all of these cars, basically manually. Hopefully a train doesn't come and clock me. Looks like all of those are fine. What about down here? Because cars are handy so that you can do this direct kind of insert, but also annoying because you have to do all this stuff manually. I think I'm at a point that you'd call living dangerously in terms of whether or not I get clocked by a train. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Yeah, good. There you go. Is the other train left yet? Yes. So in just a moment this should burst into life. We haven't worked out a place where to put it yet, or produced the battery trains, but we should see some action in just a moment. starting up? We must be missing something. Sulfuric acid. Oh yes, we are. We're missing some bots. We need to get some more bots. Test things, guys. Test things. Okay. We need a few more bots anyway. Let's make sure we get about 400. Hopefully we can. We are in fast legs. That's good. Ooh, that's always good too. Let's just do 57. Not a lot of thinking required there just at the moment. Just over here. How many have we got? 800. Okay. 50, 100, 200, 300, 400. Did I want to make another locomotive? I probably do, but too bad. No, that's not where we want to be. We need to go further down. Almost there. Here we go. So the smelting area I wanted to give another 100 bots to. I think. Likewise this smelting area. I'm probably going to have to adjust that time as well. And I don't think I actually need 100 bots here, but I do need some. Yeah, even the startup's not using the 100 bots. It's not even using 50 really. So I might even just give it 50. Whatever. So that should have fired these things into life. It's a sulfuric making it all the way down here. It looks a bit like it. Have I... No. Oh, there you go. Oh, the sulfuric's very light along here still. For now, I might have to do something. What's your problem? Not enough water. There you go. One pipe water, not enough. I'm not sure if I actually have all the implements that I need. Can I make the pumps? No, I need electronic circuits. Where's my nearest electronic circuit factory to here? Up there maybe? It doesn't really matter where I get them from. Yeah. All that I needed to do. And this should give us our batteries. Woohoo! This one's going to need it as well, although could I actually just do it directly into here? Perhaps. So, what are you missing? What are you missing? Oh, you're getting absolutely none. Because what? Because I never put the water in here. Which is a pretty good reason. Is that sufficient water? It looks like it is. Is this getting enough water now? I think so. Okay, now, where were we? We were down here, and you know what, I might even, do I have my, no I don't, but I might even just do this down here like I did up above. Wow. Okay, how low that is. I did remember to do that. So now, how are we doing in terms of getting all the way along? Not totally horribly. And up here. So that's batteries. Where exactly are we going to build them? And how are we going to progress from here? Very good question. So, obviously all of these resources, so this, we've got this copper, we've got this copper, they all flow into here along with the plastic. This plastic that comes through is actually going to be 2 trains and go through all of this setup, and from there progress through all of this as well, which doesn't really help me with the whole plastic question. We could skirt round all of that with the batteries. It's quite a hike, but maybe that's what we need to do. And join the out products from here, and we're going to need a bunch of copper as well, but we have several sources to be able to combine up into yellow science. So what I might do is end the episode at this point, but in between times probably maybe start this whole pathway through here. And I guess it's not going to... What have we got? We've got a little bit of rail on us. I guess we could probably start it now. Let's just get the appropriate signals to get that going. Oh, that was the top one, that's right. And this one is going to do something similar. But maybe what we'll do is we'll punch straight through, and then we'll just go straight up and join with the other one. So they can share the track, because it's quite a long track. They'll get lonely if they don't get to share time with each other. Maybe. So we're trying to get up to there. This is probably far too long for that purpose. Yeah. So and that can probably do something like that. And that. So that's the general, we're heading off in this direction kind of idea. Would you just stay where I want you to be instead of going crazy, Mr. Plane? Yeah. Yeah. Who needs uranium anyway? Yeah, I'm gonna have to detour at some point to get down below this one a little bit more aggressively, maybe come through underneath the coal. But I got basically no rail to do it with, so that's probably as good as place as any to end up. So we'll come down here, we'll go along there. I don't know. Oh, I need to do something fancy with this anyway. Oh no, that's the connections up to there. They come back this way, so that's not so bad. Not sure what we're going to do with the copper. Oh, we need copper, don't we? That's right. But yeah, I'll bring the batteries over this way, sort of. But we won't. I mean, that's not going to finish anyway. That's just like a rail line, because I haven't really worked out how all of this is going to feed into the yellow science yet. Never mind. Thanks for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye bye for now.